Welcome to Armoured Assault History Lessons, Episode 3.
We're here today to talk with David, who was a member of the much famous and well-known Boston Tea Party, which occurred in that year, 1760 or something. 1770 maybe.
I don't fucking remember. I was hammered.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, so basically, the British were charging us like $1,000,000 yen for like a cup of tea. We were fucking pissed. So, we dressed up as Indians and we fucking went to their boat. We stole all their fucking tea. And yeah, basically, when they found out we stole all our tea, we just threw a huge fucking party. And we all just got smashed and showed we didn't give a fuck. We just got really pissed and they came in and they tried to take over our country. And, didn't let them. It's fucking...
It was taxation without representation, I believe.
Man, I can't fucking do this right now.
And, so tell us about all the teas, the varieties of teas.
Was it like green tea and
British, we know love their tea.
Yeah, was it like Thai tea or black tea?
Man, I can't fucking do
Yellow tea, orange tea.
Tai Chi.
Karate. Karate.
So all the various types of teas probably involved. The British response was obviously not very good. They then invaded America, full on assault with their Black Hawk helicopters and
B-52 bombers.
B-52 bombers and fuck. They were way ahead of their time. It was just after we talked about the German U-boats earlier. It was just after the British then discovered the wild
B-52 carpet bombed Boston and tried to kill us.
The Tea Party went on.
Did they get the tea back or did you keep it?
We drank it all.
You drank it all, and then what happened? Were you like crazy tea addicts and then you went back, or?
We had the tea addiction craze of the 1700s. Over 3 million Americans addicted to chai tea. Fucking... I don't even know, man.
I want to take a moment to mention one of our corporate sponsors, PC Cola.
Pepsi Cola, buy the product.
Now featuring only 160 calories.
100, and that's it? 160. That's like 300 less than Coke.
That is.
And Coke is only like 160.
Pick them up for only 85 cents at your local convenience store. And now back to our feature program. Alright, we're back with David now, back from commercials, and we're going to talk more about the Tea Party in Boston. It was a big party. Everyone in Boston was there, we know this.
Fucking George Washington showed up, brought whole 40, Crown Royal, drank the whole fucking thing, and then we wrote the Constitution, and that's why it's so fucked up. Like, we didn't even know what was going on when we wrote it, and then we all signed off on it, which of course was a terrible idea. And then over the course of, several fucking awful presidents, we pretty much got where we are today. But back to the Tea Party, fucking...
What a party.
Oh man, best party of the fucking millennium. It was like Mardi Gras.
It was Linsanity.
So
Travis Lynn showed up, shot a few hoops. It was fucking great.
So now, almost 250 years later, here you are still looking quite young. How old are you now?
Like 380.
That's pretty.
I've been addicted to chai tea for almost 175 years. So, keeps you young, keeps you fit. Get addicted to tea and you live longer. It's like immortal youth.
Immortal life.
It's also believed that some of the tea, there were some big tea spills in the Gulf of Mexico, and there were
BT.
Wildlife, and they were
BT, right?
BT,
British tea, yeah.
British tea, British tea oleum.
Yeah, the BT oil spill last year.
Yeah, it was, killed all those penguins.
Yeah, they just can't handle the teas.
So much tea, I mean.
That's why the water is starting to go all funky colors. Is the tea bags
Now
are.
we understand, Dave. You've become somewhat of a tea expert. So describe to us what would happen to the penguins.
Now,
after this
if
oil
penguins
spill.
were
Tea
exposed to
spill.
large amounts of tea, the chronic tea levels in their blood would reach lethal levels, and basically they would have like 110 milliliters of tea per 100 milliliters of blood.
Oh.
And, you know, once you get toxic levels like that, your brain can't handle it because the tea just makes you fucking crazy and your head just explodes from all the tea.
So is that concentration over or not over 9,000?
That concentration is about 9,001. It's fucking off the radar, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
My scouter
You don't
doesn't
wanna
even
go
go
over
that
9,000.
high.
You don't want to go over
wanna
9,000.
9,000. You want to stay.
Keep your power levels well below 9,000. You don't want your scouter to break. But anyways, so all these penguins just got exposed to all this fucking tea, and their heads exploded, and all the water just turned like blood red by Slayer.
Yeah.
And we basically just had the entire Mexican Bay just rotting with penguin corpses, and it just stank of blood. So we made it illegal to kill seagulls, so they would eat all the rotting penguins and clean up the fucking ocean or something.
And as a result of the seal population then actually became overgrown, and now the seals have developed a quite advanced army.
Yeah.
And are preparing an attack.
They're launching airstrikes against the seagulls to try and diminish their population.
Yeah.
Because the seagulls refuse to instigate population laws like China.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Federal's been watching.
They're trying to
false news
raise an empire and conquer all of North America. Because they fucking hate seals.
That's Lynn-tastic.
It's Linsanity. What's going on down there? And I mean, this kid can play. Let's talk about Jeremy Lin for a minute. I mean, he's the crazy.
He's irresistible.
We can't.
Just scoring game-winning baskets all the time.
That game in Toronto.
How could he be so Asian but so good at basketball?
And
it doesn't make sense.
And he went to Harvard. Harvard.
He's amazing.
And
so amazing
he's like not dark-skinned or Steve Nash, so I don't even see how it's conceivable that he could play so well.
There isn't any. It doesn't make any sense.
You would expect maybe a Chinaman to go to
go
to Harvard. You're like, if he's coming over, he's going to Harvard, or he's not coming over. What?
Yeah.
They got shit to do over there.
Why else would he come over?
They got Taiwan's to take over.
What kind of Asian comes to play basketball except for Yao Ming, who's probably not even Asian because he's like 8 times as big as every other one.
Those are some big shoes to fill. I mean, quite
like
literally.
Lynn's probably only 5 feet tall. He's
metaphorically.
Asian.
Yeah.
They max out at not even 5 feet.
He was born in America though, so
yeah.
He was made.
He's like a Americasian.
He's
What's that? There's a
Americasian. Fuck yeah. Gonna play some motherfucking basketball.
Yes, we're gonna be enjoying some the lost city of Atlantis. The great
delicacies
are preparing a feast.
Yeah, some of their delicacies include these kind of pebbles, as you can see.
They're very delicious. You chew them and grind them to a powder with your teeth so that they don't get into big shards and tear up your larynx so you die. You have to be a true Dave Lantian to be able to eat glass pebbles. It's a talent.
Cool.
When Dave Lantis first rose up from underground, under the ocean, what was it like? All that time underwater.
Well, first of all, we weren't always underwater. We used to be in the air. We were 10,000 feet up, and basically.
This is an inside report. I don't believe anyone knew this. So.
And
ladies and gentlemen,
we were in alliance with the United States, and fucking Taliban hated us. So they said, what's his face? Osama bin Laden? That's his name, yeah.
Oh yeah, Obama bin Laden.
Obama bin Laden.
They sent Obama over up into the city of Dave Lantis using their flying machines that we didn't even know existed yet.
Some sort of drone-like devices.
I didn't even think there was a pilot. Like, it was crazy.
It was like they were radio controlled, bombing civilians.
But anyways, they sent these crazy flying machines with no people in them, and they blew up our city. Well, most of it.
We showed
the
you
crappy
actually,
parts.
We showed you Baghdad.
That's
just like
more
that.
or less
It
what
was
our
just the
city
same
looked
as
like.
that.
And,
the Plains of Abraham.
And
just
all
like
the
it.
and all the destruction, our hover field broke and we fell into the ocean. And during the
Quite the fall. Was it a fast fall or was it more of over time?
Over the 10 seconds between
so it kind of took
above the
time.
ocean and below it.
So it's kind of like
we developed the ability to breathe underwater. We evolved gills in 10 seconds. Our entire race.
Probably one of the fastest evolutions.
So what's the crash?
We are evolution.
Was the crash as fast as the Titanic kind of deal to give people an image in their head? Like was it just kind of like bend in half and then fall underwater?
Well, like we landed and then our city split into like 100 pieces and then sank like the Titanic if it was in 100 pieces.
Okay.
And then came underwater and we just fucking brought it all back together and rebuilt it. And we're planning to unveil it soon. We're going to bring it back up from underground, under the ocean, in like 20, 30 years probably. And we're planning this big banquet of special glass pebbles. I hope you all like them. And
likely maybe a Tea Party reunion we might see.
I would enjoy that. Get George Washington back Travis Lynn, hopefully. He's still kicking. He can...
Good guy.
Play some free throw with him. That'd be nice.
They'd have some Asticate coming back. They'd see it was in quite.
It wouldn't be as fantastic without him.
No, it wouldn't.
But yeah, so we're gonna have our big unveiling of Dave Lantis Mach 2, and it's gonna be completely militarized. So, watch the fuck out. There's gonna be an armored assault.
Watch out, China.
Yeah, we're coming for you. We're taking Travis Lynn, and then we're gonna blow up your country, so you can never have someone as good as him again.
Alright, well that's all that we have for this week's episode.
Make sure you join us next week on a history lesson with Armoured Assault.
And maybe Lance Armstrong will be there. Maybe guest appearance, not sure.
I doubt it though.
Yeah, he might not show up, but he could show up.
Or his stage name not show up to practice.
Alright.